Hi guys, welcome to another video. Just going to very quickly show you how we're going to bring this table back to life. So obviously you can see here where it's gone grey, hasn't been treated for many years, and we're bringing it back to bare wood. It's pretty straightforward, but just a couple of tools. So I've got my wire brush, narrow one, and the key thing with this is to angle it. So effectively you're like if you imagine that's a square and it's turned at an angle, you end up with a point, and these have already got a bevel on the slight bevel on the edges. So what you want to do is get your drill at an angle, and then it takes off. Let's just give you an example here. Let's try it here. And it catches both sides. So that's a quick tip for doing that. Just run that up and down very quick. Also good for if you've got any of the larger areas where the grey is not coming off with the sander. You can use the other type of cupped brush to take that off. And then of course we've got our power sander, 50 grit, at least 50 grit, and that's taking it from this grey timber to the original fresh cut timber colour, and then we'll oil that with probably teak oil, but we'll get to that shortly. The power sander can't get into all the nooks and crannies, but now we can use that one more. So just cleaned all that off, dusted it all down. Chairs I'm not too worried about because I don't actually have too much dark staining on them, and I'm contemplating whether to go with an actual stain or an oil, because the problem is now that I've sanded this one, it might actually show up when you oil it and they look completely different. So I might go for the similar colour stain as we've got in the background there, and that actually seems to have been what's been put on the chairs before, so perhaps best to stick with that. Next thing I find is that the arms and legs become a bit loose, so they're all using Allen keys. So these arms, this arm here, let's put it up here, you see, wobbling all over the place, so let's tighten that up. Tighten up all the bolts. One thing you've got to be careful, especially as a tradesman, is that you don't end up spending too much money, your time, trying to repair this, because obviously, you know, if you're doing this on your own for your own project, it's fine, but you know, as a tradesman, the client's not going to want to pay more to rejuvenate this and buy a new set. But a good quality set, you're looking at least £400, £500, up to £1,000. So I reckon I'm going to spend about half a day on this. I've already spent like an hour and a half sanding the table. That was the worst bit. This will probably just do the backs a little bit and then oil it, which will take a little bit of time. Do it with a paintbrush. Stain it. Do it with a paintbrush. Yeah, say half a day. So it's probably worth it. But yeah, that's something to be mindful of. So let's just finish tightening these up and then we can get with the oiling. Okay folks, so there we have it. That's the table has now had a final stain. I decided to use the stain in the end. Yep, looks pretty good. Just got to do the chairs now to match up, and yeah, good to go.